Did you just kiss Gal Gadot? You realize those cameras are recording. I can just rewind that and double check that, right? I was literally about to say I'm jealous of your cup because it looks like a cool cup.
It is a cool cup.
No, I can't now because you just defiled it. Welcome to another edition of Popcorn Bucket List. Hopefully, everyone survived not having gravity this past Wednesday.
What?
Apparently, that's going to be a thing. Have you heard about this?
Oh, no.
I just briefly saw this somewhere. I guess there's something where, apparently gravity is going to shut off for 7 seconds August 12th. I don't know when it says at what time, but out of all the crazy things the internet has come up with, I'm like, first of all, why 7 seconds? Second of all, what's turning off the gravity? Third of all, what's turning it back on?
Maybe Superman's going to do the spin the world backwards thing.
That wasn't gravity. That was to reverse time, and also not how time works.
Oh. Well, maybe that's how gravity works. If that's not how time works.
I guess we'll find out on Wednesday. I don't know. But
I'm going to have to make sure I'm anchored or in a building all times on Wednesday.
I know. I'm going to wear heavy socks and
But there's no gravity. So as soon as the gravity's gone, you're just floating.
But I'm going to float slower, so I'm not going to have as far to fall when it turns back on after 7 seconds.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory rules then.
Yeah. All right. Sure. Anyways, I like to bring up those random things that are going to happen after we film because the episode's going to come out Thursday.
But what if it happens?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I do it, because one of these times, one of these crazy things, we're going to be sitting here joking because it's Tuesday, that's so stupid. This is going to happen Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're going to look, it's going to be like, hey, it happened. It happened. And now I got another prediction.
I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to select Kyler Murray as their starter.
No, you can't.
I can't do that?
No, that was... That was in the group chat this morning. You can't just say that when it comes out. That's going to be old news by Thursday. By the time Thursday comes out, by the way. So you can't inside baseball something that's already happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think you get the concept of how. I'm never taking you to a racetrack to bet on stuff because you're going to be you're going to accidentally bet on the previous race and it's going to be null and void.
You never know. Beginner's luck.
No, I do know. That's not how gambling works. But speaking of betting on stuff here and guessing things and predicting things here, a little bit of a slower episode here this week, so we're just going to do a quick update on our 2026 box office battle. We're already a majority of the way through the summer movie season here. Got a couple weeks left here. So in case you don't remember, at the beginning of the summer here, we challenged ourselves to try and predict the top 10 biggest money earners of the summer. The rules were pretty simple. We're going to focus on opening weekend only, domestic box office, Friday, Saturday, Sunday numbers. That's it. And we're going to guess the top 10 from that. For every one that we guess correctly that's in the top 10, any position, that's 1 point. If we correctly guess the position it's in, that's 3 points. So, we still got a couple weeks here left here, like I said, but let's just give a quick update on that because, we know a majority of what it looks like here. So, I'm looking at our lists. Do you want to just know what the points are as they stand currently, or do we want to build this up a little bit more?
Let's build it up. Let's go through what are the top 10 movies right now.
Good question. So, again, this is purely based off of opening weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday numbers here.
And it's as of today. So, anything that's still coming out, even coming out this weekend, we don't know.
Correct. So, as of right now, here are the top 10 based off of our rules.
Spider-Man.
Well, I was going to go from 10 to 1. 10 to, that's usually how you build things up here and everything like that. So, coming at number 10, Mortal Kombat 2. Did we expect this one on here? I don't think either of us had this on our list.
I don't think so.
I was a little surprised by that one as well.
It's awesome, though.
Just sneaking into the top 10 there.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 9, Moana. Way lower than either of us predicted there.
Yep.
For sure. Number 8 was Disclosure Day. We both had that one on our list. Another one was next 3 were surprises.
Okay.
I think. Scary Movie came in at 7th.
Yep.
Devil Wears Prada, you did have on your list, but you didn't have it this high.
Correct.
And Backrooms.
And that was one too.
Broke in the 5th spot there. Number 4 was Mandalorian Grogu. 3rd spot is The Odyssey. 2nd place is Toy Story 5. 1st place, as you alluded earlier, was Spider-Man Brand New Day.
That's pretty wild. I thought Odyssey would have made more than Toy Story, but I mean, I can see it. They're probably pretty close.
Toy Story, 159 million. The Odyssey, 123 million opening weekend. So, it's the only 3 that have made 100 million in their opening weekend.
Okay.
So it's in that category at the very least here. Yep. So, some honorable mentions. I feel like just as of right now, Supergirl unfortunately didn't make the top 10. Just right on the outside of it at 11th. Minions and Monsters we both had in the top 5, not even in the top 10.
Oh,
what happened there?
I don't know.
July 4th weekend. Everything was building up for it to be a good one.
I guess we don't have a good stranglehold on the kids market. We
both correctly picked Toy Story 5, I think, on there.
That's true.
So I don't know. Yeah, like I said, there's some other interesting ones out there. We'll give a little bit more of an in-depth breakdown in a couple weeks from now here, but let's look at where we are at now as far as the box office battle. You currently have 13 points.
Hey-oh!
I am sitting currently at 10.
Ooh, that's pretty close.
It is close.
That's what other big movies do we have left that are?
So this is where it gets a little interesting because there's not a lot left here in the summer. In fact, all the movies you have picked have already come out. I still have 2 that still have release dates in the not too distant future here.
What are they?
So one of them is Insidious Out of the Further. The other is Coyote versus Acme. You're right to have that reaction. I don't know if you caught that. You had that little, you were being nice, I feel like there. So I've looked at this. I've gone through the numbers here, and there's really only, from what I can tell here, maybe I'm missing something. There's really only one scenario I can win.
Okay.
I think there's a few ways we could tie. And I did look back. We never established a tiebreaker, so maybe we discuss that afterwards or something like that. I don't know. But there is one very specific scenario that has to happen for me to get a tie. Because here's where it gets complicated. Like I said before, if we correctly pick a movie and it's in the top 10 list, doesn't matter the position, we get 1 point. If we correctly pick the position, it's 3 points. You have the top 3 correctly picked.
Oh!
That's where you got a bulk of your points. Yep. I have 2 of them correctly picked. That's where I'm missing 3 points. So what I need is for Insidious and Coyote and Acme to take the 9th and 10th spots. I cannot have them go higher than 8th because then that knocks Disclosure Day out of where it's at, and I lose 3 points because that's one of the 2 I correctly picked. As if that wasn't even more complicated, basically what it has to do is it has to knock Moana and Mortal Kombat out. One of the smallest windows between 2 movies is between Disclosure Day and Moana. I need not 1, but 2 movies to pinhole a very small window and also be in this order of 9th and 10th.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I don't do fantasy football with you guys here is I hear you guys talking about all these impossible scenarios where you're like, this defense on this team has to do really good, but the running back who's going against this defense has to run a lot. And I'm like, what's the fun in that? That sounds so impossible. And now here I am bringing that world into movies.
Yeah.
I've done this to myself.
It's fun.
It'll be fun if I win. And if that happens, I will... You're going to have to get on your knees and tell me I'm smarter than you because I feel like that literally the difference between Disclosure Day and Moana is $1,388,101. Now, $1 million is a lot, but when you're looking at box office numbers here for it to specifically hit that window, again, 2 movies have to do this.
Yeah.
Because if it knocks those 2 out.
And I think one of those movies has the chance to. I honestly think it might go higher, but one of those movies I don't think will.
Do you think it's Insidious that has a chance?
I've been seeing so much more stuff about it lately.
See, I feel like I've been seeing so much more stuff by Coyote versus Acme.
I haven't seen anything, and I watch kids stuff.
Yeah, but you also focus more on horror, whereas I probably follow Will Forte content.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. But what do they have to get? They have to get
basically they would both have to be north of 43 million, like south of 44,500,000, something like that.
So they both need to get 43 million opening weekend,
give or take. Plus, again, I have to get Insidious in 9th place and Coyote vs. Acme in 10th place because that'll give me 6 points. It will also knock Moana out, so we'll both lose that 1 point.
Yeah.
So I will net gain 5 points, and I need 3 to tie you. But you would also lose 1, so I need that to win.
You need that to win.
If one of them, I'm trying to think, if one of them gets in and I get one of them correctly, then I gain 3 points. But then nope. If Moana doesn't get knocked out, we don't lose that point, so then we would tie. So if Coyote versus Acme hits 10th spot and Insidious goes wherever, well, no, it can't go more than Disclosure Day. Neither of them can get higher than Disclosure Day.
And Disclosure Day is 44 or 5 or something?
Yeah, something like that. That's in the current 8th spot. I cannot have either of them go higher than Disclosure Day because then that'll knock it down and I'll lose those 3 points, basically. So.
And what's 10th
place? 10th place currently is Mortal Kombat 2.
With?
38,500,000 some.
What if they both don't get 38?
Well, then I'm screwed regardless. Then whatever.
The champion.
Yeah. Here's where I also kind of accidentally screwed us. I didn't realize this when I made this pick. Coyote vs. Acme is like the last movie of the summer, so we're gonna have to wait till the very end.
That's good.
Unless, I guess if Insidious does go higher than Disclosure, then I know I can't win regardless.
Yeah.
I think Insidious comes on next weekend. So then we'll know.
We'll know after next weekend.
But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say here is if the movie gods ever wanted to give Nick a win here, and Nick needs a win, he needs 2 wins right now, actually, to happen here. So it'd also be really funny to knock Moana out of the top 10.
I am Moana.
It's not that I hate the character of Moana. I just hate live action remakes. I just want to make that clear.
Well, I think part of the reason somebody brought this up was if they wanted The Rock to be Maui, they had to do it pretty quick.
Maybe, yeah, I guess.
Because, how old is The Rock? He's
getting up there.
And you got to be jacked, shirt off. Look at Dave Bautista. Came to a time, no more shirts off in my movies.
Yeah, but that was more of a personal choice, wasn't it?
Yeah, but The Rock he's getting older.
Yeah.
What if he doesn't want to be in top tier shape that he has been his whole life?
Well, I guess we're just not going to see Moana 2 live action then.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fine.
I was like, I never thought of it, that if they wanted The Rock to do that, it'd be a lot easier to do it now than in 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But, I don't know, any other questions or thoughts or updates you want to make about this or hear anything?
I'm good.
All right. Yeah, currently leading. I say currently because we'll have to, this next weekend's going to be big for me. That's going to determine a lot. And then, we'll have to wait till the end of the summer here, hopefully. So, yeah, we need that 3-point buzzer beater with Insidious to keep us alive, put us in some extra innings here, so to speak. But our man Carter did have a suggestion for the tiebreaker. I honestly don't see this happening.
What's that?
I don't like. The event of a tiebreaker happening. I'm going to be completely honest here, but he says tiebreaker should be guessing how much Doomsday will be in its opening weekend.
Oh.
Granted, now we'd have to wait till December to figure that out.
Or we could guess what the Marvel re-release is going to be. That's closer, and that's more of
the Endgame one. Only by like a week or 2.
Oh, really? I thought it was like a month before. Maybe
well, it might be. I might be ending.
But that's more of a. Are people going to come watch it? They've seen it.
It is. It's interesting.
I could see it making a ton, but I could also see it.
It's not going to make as much as the first did.
Yeah, obviously it's not make that much, but this could be the difference of like a $20 million or like $50 million. I don't know.
Yeah, we could just also end this in a tie, and then
end in
then that way you don't win, and that way my punishment continues till the end of the year.
We don't.
What if
there's
that?
no
Yeah,
ties.
let's do that.
Their ties aren't real.
No, I like that idea. That gives me two options to possibly continue my punishment here.
We could do like what they do in like Banana Ball, where it's like the pitcher and one outfielder, and you hit it, and you got to run all the way around. I like that.
Or we could do like a shootout where we have a bunch of movies in a hat.
Yeah,
it's all the movies that have been in this list. You draw one, and whichever one grossed more wins. So like you could could draw Backrooms, which got 81 million, or you could draw Motor City, which unfortunately only grossed about $1 million.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll come up with that later.
Yeah.
We'll brainstorm it later. But yeah, that's just a little update. Again, we won't have the final numbers until August, so we will do more of a breakdown of the summer box office at that time here. But in the meantime, comment below what your favorite movie of the summer has been so far, or which movie made more than you thought it would or less than you thought it would. Let us know in the comments down below. Do you consider yourself an avid trading card fan? Or are you looking to start your own collection? Then be sure to check out the Card Farmers of Marshall, Minnesota. Whether you're into Pokemon, sports, Magic the Gathering, or anything in between, the Card Farmers have just the thing for you. The Card Farmers of Minnesota, the perfect place for any trading card fan, located on 109 North 3rd Street in Marshall, Minnesota. But let's move on here to the weekly preview. Again, we keep going back and forth here. Some weekends have just a few things that are big movies. Some weekends, there's a lot of little ones here. Although I would say we actually got some big ones here as well. There might be a movie I think we both wish we had put on our, I didn't even think about this. What if one of these movies knocks out Disclosure Day? Then it doesn't matter what my other movies do. Then I'm screwed regardless. There's one here that I think might do it.
Think so?
Well, let's just start talking about it here. The End of Oak Street. This one's coming out here this weekend. You've got coming to theaters here, PG-13. Set in 1980s suburbia, a mysterious cosmic event seems to have ripped an entire street and brought it back to dinosaur times. Now the family must survive and possibly find out how to get back to present day. Question for the group. How well do you think you'd survive in dinosaur times?
Crush it.
You think you would? I think I would get crushed.
I would bond with the young dinosaurs, and we'd become one.
Coming up on Omni Entertainment, we send Ryan back in time to see how he bonds with the dinosaurs.
No, I think it'd be wild. It'd be wild.
I don't think I'd last an hour.
You could do. Did you ever see what was that? 41.
The one with Adam Driver?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how dangerous that place was?
You could do it.
There was things eating things around every turn. That movie made me more scared for dinosaur times than any other movie before it.
That's dinosaur time.
That's what I'm saying is I wouldn't know. Like it would not be good. I'd get eaten by the slow moving turtle probably. I would not do well in this. It would be a short if you took me and put me in that movie, it'd be a short film. That's how quickly I'd be taken out. It wouldn't be good.
I would get taken out, but I'd last a little bit longer.
I do believe you would go farther than I would. Yes. Yep. It would be interesting to see you try to bro out with a velociraptor, though. Yeah.
Chris Pratt learned from me in Jurassic.
That's where he got it from?
Kings of the Dominion or something?
He got the move from you?
Yeah.
You got this move from you? That's from you? Okay. Yeah, no surprise. This movie is produced by J.J. Abrams because it's got a crazy concept.
Yep.
Just hopefully it has a little bit more of a satisfying conclusion. I'm looking at you, TV show Lost. I don't know. What are our thoughts on this one?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. After the teaser years and years ago, or like months and months ago, I thought it was aliens. So I was really getting excited for like an alien movie. And I found out it was dinosaurs, and it was like,
well, what are dinosaurs if not prehistoric aliens?
I wanted like real, like,
yeah, I know. I know.
So I mean, I'm still excited to see it. I'll go watch it. But it was like, because I think you were the one that told me, you were like, it's about dinosaurs.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
did I spoil that for you?
Well, no, I was at the theater and the poster was up, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be good. Hopefully, it's like this. And then somebody was like, I think it was you. It was like, no, it's about dinosaurs. I'm like,
I'm sorry if I spoiled.
What?
Sorry if I spoiled that for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I saw this was like the teaser like months and months ago where
Okay.
it didn't really show anything.
Okay, I see what you mean. But yeah, basically they go back in time. They got to survive dinosaurs, and now they're in their own home and everything like that. So it is sort of a blend of like the whole getting sent back to dinosaur times, but also it is in a modern day setting thing here. This is almost what Jurassic World should have been, fighting dinosaurs in suburbia.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird we're getting it in this movie. I would have rathered it sooner in a Jurassic Park movie. Beggars can't be choosers. We got Ewan McGregor. He's starring in this one alongside Anne Hathaway, who is possibly having one of the best years of her career at this point. Like, this is like fourth big movie of the year, at least. Yeah. I'm sure I'm forgetting one. But, yeah. Overall, I think it still looks pretty good. I like a good dinosaur movie here. So I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Same. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good. I was just that initial like, oh, it's not aliens. Oh.
You got your alien fix during Disclosure Day, right?
Yeah, the ending was pretty wild. The ending was wild.
I do want to bring up the point I was bringing up earlier, though. Do we think this could crack the top 10?
What's the lowest one? We said like 30
lowest
something?
was Mortal Kombat 2 at like 38 million.
I think this has a chance. Not saying it will, but it has a chance.
I realized all of a sudden I've got like all these scenarios in my head. I'm trying to figure out how do I get these two movies to work for me. And then I was like, wait, any one of these other movies could just come in and just ruin it all for me here. So we'll have to wait and see this weekend. But we're doubling up on the dinos here because we also got Paw Patrol, the Dino movie, also coming to theaters here, rated PG. The Paw Patrol crew land on Dinosaur Island, where not only are there prehistoric predators, but also the largest diamond mine in the world. Whoa. Some greedy characters hope to get some of those diamonds, but in doing so, it triggers a volcano that could destroy the entire island. Never thought a Paw Patrol movie would steal part of a plot from a Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom movie.
Yeah,
here we are.
Quite the plot. Oh, excuse me. Quite the plot there.
As I was watching, I was like, oh, they land on Dinosaur Island. Oh, that could be kind of cute. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh my gosh, the volcano's going to go off. I'm like, is this going to do? It's probably going to be better than Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, though. I'll tell you that much.
It might be.
I feel like I've probably asked you this before because I know this is not the first time we've talked about a Paw Patrol movie here, but I know you got young ones at home. Paw Patrol, is that something?
Not right now. No,
Okay.
We used to, maybe like a year ago, but no, they're all grown up now.
Okay. I don't know what sort of age group this usually shoots for or whatever here, but you got cute dog characters. Yep. Can't go wrong with that here.
They all got their superpowers / machinery that they have. Yeah.
At what point is the cars really doing most of the work, though?
Yeah.
They're not really saving the day.
Sometimes they have planes and boats. And
yeah. I'm exposing you, Paw Patrol. Bunch of frauds.
You fraud. You phony.
These guys a big fat phony.
He's a phony.
Yeah, like I said, got a few big names in this one, though, however, just kind of guest starring in it. You got some voice acting from Terry Crews, McKenna Grace. We'll talk about her again here later on. Jennifer Hudson, and Bill Nye the Science Guy. Curious what character he's going to play here.
Probably a science guy.
Well,
hopefully he's the bad.
I mean, there's a lot of dinosaurs.
I hope he's the bad, greedy guy that wants to steal all the diamonds.
That would be very ironic and very funny.
It'd be funny for Bill Nye.
I don't think that's what they're doing.
Do you remember when
but I would
Bill Nye started? I think it was around COVID. Started doing like stuff and like swearing and stuff, and it's like, whoa!
Well, because he wanted to break the moniker of just the guy you showed when a substitute teacher was in school. He was like, no, I'm actually a scientist. Like, I actually know what I'm talking about here. I'm trying to teach about climate change, and nobody's taking me seriously.
So now he can continue evolving and be a bad guy.
I know
either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I don't know. Does that apply to scientists?
It does.
Maybe in a comic book. I don't know about in real
Neil
life.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
How is he a bad guy?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
All right. Yeah. Any other thoughts on this one here?
No.
Yeah, kids animated movie. I wish the run times was a little bit closer because the adults could go to End of Oak Street, the kids can just go to Paw Patrol, and you could just both have your dino movies and leave. But End of Oak Street, I think, has got like 25 extra minutes on it. So, just trust the kids won't get into any trouble in that time, right?
Theater staff will be fine. They like watching kids. Don't worry.
He said that. I didn't. For all our friends who work at a movie theater, he said that. I didn't. Just putting that out there. Also coming out here this weekend, we got The Rivals of Misa King. Also coming to theaters here. Matthew McConaughey plays a beekeeper in small town Oklahoma. However, the most dangerous thing in this business isn't the bees. It's the competitive rivals.
It's the bees.
Now they must, well, I mean, it could be the bees, too.
The bees.
Stingers do hurt. Now they must find a way to fight and survive for not only themselves, but for their community. Yeah, this is making it seem like there's like a criminal underworld with beekeeping.
Yeah.
And everything like that, where you have rivals and they sabotage you and all that sort of stuff here. I highly doubt that's what the beekeeping industry is actually like, but that would be really funny if it were.
It'd be wild if that's real.
It'd be funny as well. Like,
yeah.
I get it. They'd be doing like super serious stuff. They'd be like dangerous things, you know, threatening, killing, and all that. But that also would just be very hilarious.
It would.
Could you imagine getting arrested for that? And they're like, your charges are blackmailing a beekeeper. It's like, we're not going to send you to prison. That's just too funny.
Then Jason Statham's beekeeper shows up, and then
that would be an interesting crossover.
That would be sweet. For a bee movie, it looks pretty good.
Jerry Seinfeld gets thrown in there too because he did the animated bee movie.
Yeah. What's the deal with all these beekeepers? I don't know.
We can make it work. Yeah, like I said, main stars Matthew McConaughey here. He's the main character. We also got Kurt Russell in this one, though, as well.
Yep.
He's the main rival, so to speak. He's the
cool.
kingpin.
He's the kingpin.
Of bees,
He's the guy.
Which is ironic because bees really only have a queen. They don't usually have a king.
Yeah.
So is he the queen bee?
Could be.
I mean, it's Kurt Russell. If he told me he was the queen bee, I wouldn't make fun of him for that because he's Kurt Russell.
He's the man.
He could beat me up, so... I don't know, a little bit of an interesting one here, but from what I've read, it seemed like it got some good reviews at some film festivals here. But a little bit of an off-brand. I don't know if I want to say off-brand, just kind of an out there one.
Yeah. Yep.
Matthew McConaughey is a beekeeper, and there's a rivalry. It's very original. I'll give him that. Also coming out this weekend, however, we got The Brink of War. Also coming to theaters here. This is a good weekend for you. Not really any streaming stuff, just all theaters.
Yep.
I know you like that. Set in 1986, Cold War, Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev as two people sit down to determine the fate of millions. This has got a very star-studded cast in it. Jeff Daniels playing Reagan, Jared Harris as Gorbachev, J.K. Simmons is in it, as well as Hope Davis. These Angel Studios movies, I don't know how they're getting these big casts now.
They are exploding. Young Washington, this one. What else do we watch? Oh, that Benjamin Franklin one. Yeah. Like, they are just, I think they're going through like all of like America and talking about like America. It's wild.
Yeah, but like how they're getting these casts, I have two theories. Either A, these actors are for some reason taking a pay cut, which usually doesn't happen, or B, they've got blackmail on all of them, and they're just like, hey, look, we are blackmailing you, but we're going to let you play Ronald Reagan. So really, is it all that bad?
Yeah.
You know, but we are still going to force you to do this movie as a cut.
I think they're leveraging a lot of stuff, like kind of like Andy Serkis. Like, hey, you do these parts in Young Washington, we'll let you make your own Animal Farm movie, however you want to do it.
Maybe.
I think in a couple of years or like a year, we'll get Jeff some version that he wants to do of some movie, and it's going to be cool. That's what I think.
We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let's talk a little bit more about this movie. Obviously based on a true story here. This was a very super important moment in history, and it kind of reminds me of one of the moments from the musical Hamilton. There's a song where it talks about, you know, the room where it happens. Like so many times throughout history, some of the biggest moments that affects millions of people's lives are determined by 2, 3, or 4 people just in a room where we're not really sure what is said. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of crazy how often that happens. Millions of people, their lives are determined by just a couple guys sitting in a room for a minute or two. And it's like, I get it. That's how things just have to go, but that just doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? Like, just doesn't, it feels off, but that's just how it works sometimes.
Yep.
And this is one of those instances where you had 2 of the leaders of the biggest superpowers at the time. Cold War had been going on for decades. You know, it was kind of a turning point. It's either like, okay, someone's got to do something here, or we just got to bring down the heat. We got to shut this down.
Got to turn the burner on low.
Yeah. And then turn the burner off entirely.
Yep.
So yeah, any other thoughts on this one here?
No, I'm excited. I think this one's going to be good. It reminds me of the other one with our boy in it from Brandon Fraser. What was that one called?
Are you talking about Young Washington?
Nope, the one with Brandon Fraser.
D-Day
Pressure. One. Pressure.
Oh, Pressure. Yeah. I don't know why I thought you meant Kelsey Grammer when you said that. I don't know why I pictured that. That was weird. All right, last but certainly not least, here we got Nimrods coming straight to theaters here, rated R. This is a road trip comedy about some young rock stars who are trying to make it to L.A. to open for Green Day. Thus, shenanigans ensues. Actually kind of just loosely based off stories from the real-life band Green Day. They're kind of in this as well. I think they're producing it. But yeah, they've just kind of come up with stories from when they were early on in their careers. They're just touring the country in a van. Yeah, some crazy stuff are going to happen when you're a struggling artist and all that.
Wild things are going to happen.
Yeah, some wild things.
Especially in that scene of music. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The main stars of this one is Mason Thames. We've seen him before. Kyler Kaufman and Ryan Faust. Also, we got McKenna Grace in here. Because if Tom Holland and Zendaya can work together for multiple movies as a couple, why not them two as well?
Exactly.
I mean, it's just more convenient.
It is.
I feel like, too. You save on commute time and gas and all that, so it's just nice. Overall, I like Green Day's music, so I enjoy that aspect. So this does look kind of fun.
Yeah,
here, actually.
It gives me a movie I'm going to talk about in my recommendation, Detroit Rock City. Reminds me of that movie. Except they're just on a road trip to see a band, not open for them. But yeah, Green Day, I saw them twice in there, so it's kind of should be pretty good.
Well, let's wrap up this episode like we usually do with some number one recommends here, and you've already kind of alluded to yours, so why don't you talk a little bit more about your recommend this week?
This week, I'm recommending Detroit Rock City. It is about 4 young men on their way to go to a Kiss concert and all the crazy shenanigans and everything that goes on. And it's hilarious. It's so funny. Yeah, it's worth a shot. I think this came out in like the 90s, 80s, maybe? I don't know.
Kiss concert. Sounds
Kiss
right.
concert, yeah. It's awesome. Go check it out. Very funny. Yeah, give it a shot.
Well, we're going to double up on the comedy here then, because I'm going to be recommending The Breadwinner here. Came out earlier on this summer here, actually quite a ways earlier on this summer here, but it happened to be at the drive-in theater. So my parents wanted to see Spider-Man. That was after it, so I rewatched Spider-Man. Liked it a little bit more than I did the first time. But then the second movie was The Breadwinner. Big fan of Nate Bargatze's comedy here, and a lot of, especially the first half of this movie is really, really funny. Then the second half, you kind of got to get down to business. You got to learn a lesson, all that. So gets much more of the comedy is the first half. But I did laugh a lot in the first half of it, especially during the Shark Tank scene where like the wife is pitching the idea and he kind of gets called to be part of it or whatever here. There's some funny bits in that. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a pretty fun one. So yeah, just kind of a good, simple comedy. Well, that's going to do it for us here on this episode of Popcorn Bucket List. Keep an eye out for our latest special project. We got school starting up here pretty soon. So we did another Are We Dumber Than a Middle Schooler here. Mr. Meyerberger won the last one.
That's right.
He returns to defend his title here. That's how we're going to do it. Whoever wins goes on to the next one here.
Championship belt.
Well,
the king of all fifth graders.
I mean, well,
if you win back-to-back, that's what your title's got to be.
You can imagine that.
Okay.
We don't have that in the budget to get that for you. So,
after I win, we will see.
What's this we thing? I says not in my budget. If it's in your budget, you go ahead and knock yourself out. You get yourself that belt. I don't care.
We gotta win first.
I would love to see you try and order a custom belt saying "King of all fifth graders" in it for an adult, large man. Like
that's really funny.
That's gonna get you on a list for sure.
Get you
so
in trouble.
If you want to, you go ahead and do that. But Omni Entertainment's not paying for that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So. Yeah, go ahead and check that out here in the next couple weeks. See if he does defend his title and see what other questions we come up with. And with football season around the corner here, make sure to get the latest in sports news from our friends over at Minnesota Sports Live. And when I say the latest, I do mean the latest because more often than not, a game is going on. They'll have it kind of on in the background. They'll be talking about it as it's going on here because their show is live. So check that out. Link is in the description. For myself, Ryan, and Carter, we'd like to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you at the movies.